one mentorship. There are group mentorship. There's what we call virtual mentorship or proxy. There are what they call reverse mentoring. There are a lot of mentor systems that are available. I don't know whether you imagine, most of our leaders, even spiritual leaders, even in the mission, at the demise of many of them, the ministries are never the same again. Most of the time, it is not that the ministries are flourishing, but they are diminishing, they are going down. Why? Does it mean that God is no longer at work? Some of them, it is what you are able to see that you grab. Elijah, ó sọ fún Elisha pé bó o bá rí mi nígbà tí mo bá ń lọ àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ tí o bá rí ó pòfo nìyẹn. Ìyẹn mi pé tó bá rí lérèfé àbí tàbí kó rí dáradára. Many of the leaders or spiritual people, àwa tá à ń tẹ̀lé wọn, ọ̀pọ̀ wa ló jẹ́ pé faintly or vaguely la rí wọn. They do not really have maybe the know-how, or I won't call it selfishness, it may be out of ignorance, that they call us and say, okay, when it is like this, this is the way to go. I'm not talking about ritualism or anything ungodly. Bro, or let me call Pastor I.T. Komoleye was giving a testimony. He said he had prayed 40 minutes. He didn't mention the issue or the problem or the challenge. He didn't mention. He said that because of this particular thing, he had fasted. He did all he needed to do spiritually and as a child of God. But the problem persisted. And somebody now advised, well, why don't you come and see Baba Badari? Reluctantly, he said from Ilorin, he came to Akure. And by the time he got to Akure, the man introduced him. This is our brother, this and this, and a man of God, this and that, and whatever. All the oratorial things, he said it, and say he was expecting that Baba would say, kneel down and begin to pour prayers. And Baba said, ṣé you know ni? Ọ̀dà tó bá ti délé ṣe báyìí kò sọ nǹkan tí bàbá ní kó ṣe. But just he gave him some instructions. Say when you get home, do this. Pé kìtì ẹ̀ ṣọ̀rọ̀ pé tó bá délé lọ gbàwẹ̀. Wọ́n lọ àwọn bàbá yìí ò tẹ̀ kò gbàdúrà fún. Wọ́n á sọ pé dádì Ìlọrin lòun ti wá, ṣé ẹ̀ ní gbàdúrà fún ni? Ẹ wá ní kó mọ́ ọ lọ, ṣé ẹ̀ ní gbàdúrà fún ni? Wọ́n lọ sọ pé máa lọ. Ọlọ́run reluctantly pé kí ló ń fẹ́ sọ fún ìyàwó tó ń bá délé. Wọ́n sọ pé wọ́n wá láti Ìlọrin dé wá s'Àkúrẹ́. Òun rí bàbá ò gbàdúrà fún òun kó mọ́ ọ lọ. Bàbá ẹ gbàdúrà fún òun ní bàbá ó dáa. Olúwa gbàdúrà fọ́mọ rẹ, Jésù Olúwa wa máa lọ. Ó ní grudgingly nínú àwọn odù wọ́n sà padà sí Ìlọrin. Wọ́n wá sọ fún the other person tó mú wọn lọ pé wá o. Ṣé èyí tó ní kóhun ti Ìlọrin wá ṣe lè lọ́dọ̀ bàbá Ọbádáre? To cut the long story short, ó ní bó ń ṣe délé, he followed the instruction of Baba. And the problem of I couldn't recall how many years that I was in battle with that same problem, and the thing disappeared. wọ́n ní bàbá sọ pé tó bá jẹ́ pé tó bá ṣe yẹn pé tó bá ṣe take about this the steps you take, this step you take, this step you take, and the problem disappeared. He said he had fasted 40 days and prayed àwẹ̀ funfun 40 days, but just mere talking from experience. Wọ́n ní bàbá sọ pé ní 1959 nǹkan báyìí tó ń sọ yóò ṣẹlẹ̀ sí àwọn náà, and this is the way out. I had a solution. Do you know, tí o bá sí pé ó share from the experience of that man of God, bó ṣe màdúrà gbà tó ó lè kú sínú àdúrà without the problem being solved. And that is the essence of mentorship. Unfortunately, àwọn kan ní àwọn tó ń tẹ̀lé wọn gbórí dúró ni. Well, I want to not totally disagree, because covetousness is also there. Ìwọ́nùpá Gehazi. Okay. Yoruba culture has one thing, not only one thing, certain things that does not correspond with the Bible. Ọ̀kan nínú ẹ̀ náà ni pé ìyìn tí àgbà fi ń jẹ̀kọ abẹ́wé ló wà. Ìyìn tí àgbà fi ń jẹ̀kọ yẹn kí ní ètò gbé sórí ewé kí gbogbo ayé ó ṣe kí ni. So that each time tí a bá ń jẹ ẹ̀kọ, they will know the do's and don'ts. Bàbá jẹ́ evangelist sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan, ó ní àwọn kankan wà tó yá pé ní ṣé èèwọ̀ àbí kí ló pé èèwọ̀ ògo àbí. If people know, they will not stumble into it. But many a times, such things are hidden, and the followership, rather than the mentors to expose them to it and let them know, and advise them and help them carry the burden or the load to make the journey easier, they will keep quiet. Thank God for this type of what we are doing, group mentoring, sharing the minds of leaders and elders with us. Let me digress a little bit. We all know or have read about the Titanic. The builder of that ship said even God cannot sink it, because he was too sure of himself, that to the extent that it's not where I am going. But eventually, they have not gone far in the voyage when the boat began to do what? The ship sank. And up to today, nobody has known the reason why the ship sank. But the common belief is that because the man uttered blasphemous words against God. That was why. But may I tell you, apart from that, the people are still doing research till today to find out why. You may say, let me alone, because I jẹ́ pé àwa ni, what we do ni pé Ọlọ́run ló bínú sí wọn, Ọlọ́run bá wọn jà, and it becomes a no-go area. But they are still working. I think a couple of months ago, I was in Canada. About 100 people went on another voyage to see, to discover the wreckage of that ship and why the thing sank. About 80 of them died. Yes, including a father and a son. But the people did not relent. Another group is already getting ready to go. Yes, we say, Look at the discovery of River Niger. Those of us who did geography, discovery of River Niger. Before they knew that the thing, the source of River Niger is from Futa Jalon island in Sierra Leone. You knew how many people that died until finally the Lander brothers was able to, conclude the project. What am I saying is that now the problems that they faced or they met, they were able to relate it onto the common people, so that from that they will not fall into the mistakes that they fell into that cost them their lives. But in this part of the world, we don't do that. And that is why many of our vibrant big ministries are already collapsing. Look at people like Reinhard Bonnke. Before he died, he had already, more or less handed over everything to Hollander, and he sat down, began to wash. I know in secret he will be telling him certain things that probably the young man was doing wrong. About ministry Jesus, and after the Jesus to ṣe administration láàrin ogunlọ́gọ̀ àwọn èèyàn, in the night, Jesus will draw back and call the disciples together and begin to tell them certain things, secrets about the kingdom. How many times do our leaders or mentors did such a thing for us? Èyí tá a bá lè jágbà, à ń gbà mí tá a bá sì ń jágbà pàápàá, ìjẹ́ mọ̀ pé a jágbà wrongly and it is not working. So that is why we want to look at 8 different types of mentorship, 8 types of mentors this night. And all of us are going to participate. We are going to divide ourselves into groups. You see, when you have mentors, you learn faster. And mistakes. In fact, some of the mentors, they help you carry the body. Means when I'm talking, I'm not talking about money. It's just like in our mission. The about is a blessing. Our mind goes to silver and gold. Blessing is more than wura and fadaka. So I'm not talking about money when I say some of them will help you carry the load. So that nobody will say, okay, how do you help us? That's what I'm saying. Knowledge is power. So, having said that as an introduction, I'm going to take number 1, 2 to 8. Then 1, 2 to 8. All ones will go one place. Twos will do the same. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then I will call out the mentorship styles. Then you go and work on it in your group. After that, you come back and tell us what you have discovered. When we now finish that, all of us will come together. There is a write-up already. At a printer. Then we now distribute. I didn't want us to distribute that because if I will give you that, I want you to think by yourself. Because most of the answers are already there. So that by the time say and I think the Indian man says, I see, I forget. I do, and I remember. I see, I do what? I forget. But when I do, what do? I remember the way it is done or the way I have done it. So Let's take number from here. Group ọ̀kan yan leader or secretary or rapporteur, and the conference planning committee or the retreat planning committee at the secretary. I have been saying it over and over, and I keep saying it. When we have programs like this, even including the conference, I'm not just expecting the general report. Kitchen wọ́n jẹun, kíni kan wọ́n jẹun, kíni kan. I'm looking. That's why the essence of having rapporteurs. They will marshal the points from all the topics, all the lectures. They will look at the challenges, then they will bring them up. That will serve as a reservoir of problem-solving database. I know that man yakaluku must call question. You will write ilẹ̀ agava yìí. Mo rántí ìgbà tá a yẹ conference sọ pé marital kìíní ó yà ilẹ̀ ọkọ̀ ìwá ilẹ̀ ó gava àti tó relevant tí ó wà relevant. Mo rò pé àwọn ọ̀daràn olúyẹ̀ wà ń bí. Ṣé ìwé mélòó ló ṣe nínú ẹ̀ torí ló fẹ́ ṣe research? So that is the essence. Maybe because of my own background, I spent all my life in a research institute as a research scientist. So some of these things, see, I want to take lightly. We don't do that in a research setting because that serves as basis for the future. Many of us, do you know that we cannot retain more than 10 or 15%? But when you look at it, you cannot again. When you look at it and look at it, maybe you can retain up to 40%. But when rapporteurs do their work and they marshal these things, it becomes concise, it becomes small. But that's just by the way. Let's take number. My own take is this. Ẹja pín ara wa sí mẹ́jọ. Bí wàá yẹ bó ìbílẹ̀ tó fẹ́ ṣe 1 to 8. Fine. Tí a bá dẹ̀ fẹ́ ṣe báyìí, it's okay. I think it will be better like this. Which one do you suggest? Somebody to we are all here now. Okay, let's do like this. Oh yeah. Speak out, my friend. 4. Nobody here. Yes. Yeah. When you get to 8, you start 1 again. Yes. It's not that. Have you slept? What number? No noise, please. Let's have one class. Are you here? We can't hear you. We can't hear you. Speak out. yes mo lè dé dúró. ṣé gbogbo ara ti take number. ṣé àwọn tó wà mẹ́yàn kọ́ kí ni take sí yín? Are you part of us? Have you taken number? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Ẹ jọ̀wọ́, let all one come here. All number one come here. All number two stay here. All number three, this place. All number four, this place. All number five, that place. Number six, number seven there, then number 8. Make it snappy, make it snappy, make it snappy. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, please sit together, sit closely, so that you are going to discuss. And I want all you are going to choose your own leader, and you are going to choose your own recorder. Either you will call him secretary or whatever. So whatever you have discussed, whatever you are able to find out from the topic I'm going to give you, somebody will come and present. Make sure that every individual tó wà ní group yín kó sọ̀rọ̀. The issue of I concur, ìtàn wí náà ni I concur, má support, mo support, má support, say something. So ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà bóyá tí àwọn ọmọdé bá máa disturb yín, ẹ̀yin lè move sí towards the end so that ẹ̀yin disturb ara yín the way you like. How many are in each group now? Kò yẹ kí number yẹn ó jura wọn lọ. Yes. How many of you here? 10, 11, good. How many are here? 12. Bó lẹ ṣe tó jura wọn lọ. How many here? 10. How many of you? This place ńkọ́? That place ńkọ́? 11. Good. How many of you there? 19. 13. Bó lẹ ṣe pé 13. Ibi ńkọ́? 9. 10. Ibi ńkọ́? 11. Ọ̀dà. Okay. Tẹ́ ẹ bá ní paper, use the back of your handout. No, I need the paper tó pọ̀ tó yẹn. I need the paper tó pọ̀ tó yẹn. Paper tí wọ́n need paper tó pọ̀ tó yẹn. Just take points. Just take points. Ní time láti discuss fully, but just take points. Nínú tán bá sọ. Bí ẹnìkan bá sọ the same thing, don't repeat it. Kí ìwé yín bá kún, kò necessary. Just the key points. So we are looking at 8 types of mentors. 8 types of mentors and their role in an organization. So, group 1, you work on the advisor. The advisor. Group 2, you have to work on the protector. Mentors, protector. Mentors who are protecting. Advisors, people. Imagine leak examination. Group number 3, you are working on the coach. The coach. Number 4, you are going to work on the connection broker. Connection broker. Why number 5, we work on the challenger. Group 6, you are to work on the sponsor. We are looking at mentors now. Mentors who are sponsors. Then number 8. Number 7 is the sponsor. Oh, sorry. I have jumped. Number 6. Abi. Okay, number 7. The clarifier. Number 7, the clarifier. To clarify, the clarifier. Then the last one, the affirmer. The not farm, the affirmer, to affirm something, to uphold something. The affirmer. Look at who they are. Their relevance, their importance in organizations. And what do they do? How do they look like? We have about 30 minutes. Am I understood? Am I understood? For everybody, because some are already working. Is it for everybody? Everybody, or your own group? What now? Number 4? Are you 4? No. 1, 2, 3, 4. You should be 5. 4. Okay. Number 4 is the connection broker. The connection broker. We have insurance broker. Abibeko. We have policy broker. We have ọ̀dà ẹ̀ máa jẹ́ kí n máa dárúkọ gbogbo ẹ̀. Hàn pé àwọn power brokers wọ́n pọ̀ ní ìjọ. So you are working on the connection broker. Am I understood, everybody? If you have any question, you are free to ask me.